10 years ago, Microsoft went on stage and announced this Surface, a tablet computer hybrid. A software company now also producing hybrid computers. As the iterations grew, the devices got more productive and got subdivided into different categories. In December 2016, Microsoft announced the Surface Studio, a powerful PC and an all-in-one creativity hub. Only issue aside from the $4,000 price tag was the underwhelming specs. Late 2018 rolls around with Surface Studio 2. This time, however, the price tag was $5,000. Specs were again underwhelming. Late 2021 comes around along with the brand new device category from Microsoft, Surface Laptop Studio. I adore this device because it gives you everything from the Surface family of products. A standard laptop with huge trackpad? Check. 2-in-1? Check. Sleek profile? Check. And good specs? Check. Nevertheless, it is not without its flaws, and that's where the Surface Laptop Studio 2 comes in. So here's what we know, what we're speculating, what we want, and what we can realistically expect. Let's start with the design first. Laptop Studio nailed the design. Good keyboard and amazing trackpad along with the 2K screen. However, comparing it to the XPS design, the bezels could be a little trimmed. 14.4 inch is also a bit cramped for some people looking to daily drive the machine for business or content purposes. Personally, I think a 15-inch 16:9 aspect ratio OLED 4K dynamic refresh rate would be absolutely perfect and one of the sensible moves. An updated camera and IR sensor are also welcome additions. As much as I love the rounded look, I think the next iteration should be a rectangular design. There are so many laptops with that aesthetic going on, and needless to say, the design looks amazing, and at the same time, they'll be refreshing the design. From the back, however, it's okay, maybe just a new Surface logo. The most awaited change by a landslide is color. Microsoft, why just one bland color? I really miss my Surface Pro 6 type cover. I could just change the type cover whenever I felt like it. My Surface Laptop Studio is skin, but I would love to see some colors, maybe just some basic ones. Also, did you know that D-Brand doesn't have a Surface Laptop Studio skin? Weird, right? A bigger trackpad and a bit wider keyboard. One thing that is maybe only specific to me or a very small group of people is the numpad. I would absolutely love a numpad on the next iteration. But that's just me, I think. To be honest, even if Microsoft didn't do that much with design, I would be okay. But one area where they must improve is the battery life. While the Studio's battery is way above average and efficient, it is still nowhere where it could be. 56 watt-hour on a productivity-focused laptop? Come on Microsoft, give us at least a 90 watt-hour battery, man. Now that the M series MacBooks are around, you have no excuse. Either adapt that architecture and implement it somehow into the whole x86, x64 ensemble, or increase the battery capacity. With that battery upgrade, it's gonna be sweet, and it might actually substantiate Microsoft claims regarding the battery. But I bet right here, if they do upgrade the battery, they're gonna advertise like 2 straight days of usage. Oh Microsoft, you greedy little goose. In terms of the internals, the most front and centered should be RTX 4060 or 4070 depending on the overall feasibility of the thermal design, performance and battery longevity. By the way, this is why all-in-one machines are so tricky. If you go performance mode, you sacrifice battery. If you go greatest internals, you sacrifice the sleek profile. And if you go extremely high refresh rate, you sacrifice quality. But I think we can come up with a pretty satisfying combo. I daily drive the Laptop Studio and I carry 2 USB-C dongles with me. The I/O is really embarrassing. You've got 2 USB-C ports, a headphone jack and the Surface Connect. Now, I don't know if you know this or not, but every single person on this planet would take a USB-A over 3.5mm headphone jack any day. I/O is very underwhelming, so the second iteration should include at least 1 USB-A port, 2 USB-C ports, a Surface Connect 3.5mm is also nice to have, I guess, and SD card slot is a no-brainer for a productivity-focused laptop. Now that I've got that out of my system, let's move on to the accessory. The pen. While the new iteration is amazing and the tactile feedback is very satisfying when it works as intended, I kind of miss the old pen shape. Maybe this time we can get 2 variants of the pen. One tiny optimization that they can make is making the pen just a tad slimmer. It attaches to the base no problem, but in some specific sleeves the pen just falls out because of the dimensions of the sleeve. Alright, finally we have to talk about the price. Launching price for the base model was almost $1,400 and the graphics card version was almost $1,900. If you have a specific use case or a dominant use case among others, you can get a way better deal and way lower price. This is a premium all-in-one device, but at the same time, the price tag isn't entirely justified. Surface Laptop Studio 2 should be at least $200 cheaper, starting at $1199 and $1699 for the graphics card version. How likely is it that all of these things will be implemented in the next iteration? To be entirely honest, not very likely. If Microsoft's track record is anything to go by, the modifications are not going to be dramatic. Just a couple months back, they launched their new Surface Pro 9 lineup, Surface Studio PC lineup, and laptop lineup, which were very iterative to say the least. Just some minor tweaks here and there, and that's it. In my opinion, they haven't really innovated since Surface Pro 5, which was just called Surface Pro. It's kind of sad and disappointing, but I do hope that Microsoft can make some exciting and bold changes to their new lineup. With that being said, this is Roguehat. I hope you guys enjoyed this perspective. Thank you so much for watching. Catch you guys later.